I feel like that bass is pretty intense. Claire, thank you for the sub for 58 months. That's a long time. I can't believe it's almost 5 years. Jesus. And thank you everyone for being here. Captain, Tanya, Vol, Gravito, Manuel, Cello. Loiso, hello. Jesus. Asamiya. Also, I never call people out for lurking, but Orifice, if you're here, let me know, because I knew I had it. I found Canción del Emperador. Also, the piano is difficult. Vol, thank you for gifting a sub to Asamiya. I almost have a hype train the first minute or so of actually starting the stream. Oh, you know what I can do? I can just open up a new tab and keep this thing up. Because I wanted to play this. Hey, Koala, what's up? New tab. Boom. Boom. I'd really like to get this piece down comfortably. It's super nice, and I remember hearing it on a Christopher Parkening CD that I had, and it was like one of my favorites. I didn't really know anything about it at the time, but it's a French keyboard work by Francois Couperin. The Mysterious Barricades. Les Barricades Mystérieuses. Hey, that should start a hype train. Lemur, thank you for the 8-month resub. Oh, hey, Christopher Parkening, the totally real Christopher Parkening. Christopher, I'm using your arrangement here, and I don't know what you were thinking with this. I don't know what kind of hands you have, but instead of Christopher, what were you thinking? Oh, what's that? To keep some of the lines going? There's better ways around. All right. So I did I changed around the fingerings. I watched a bunch of people play it, and I picked some stuff that I liked. But it means I didn't work on it at all, really. Vol, thank you for gifting that sub to totally the real Christopher Parkening, and definitely not someone who I'm almost certain I know who it is, who's not Christopher Parkening. So wait a second. Oh, still pretty janky. Hey, what's up, Brukos? How's it going? And hey, Brian. How's the practicing going? Yeah, Christopher, I don't know if you may want to stick to the fishing. I don't know if that whole guitar thing is gonna work out for you. You might not want to quit your day job. What's up, Wet Ninja? Going well. That's good to hear. I'm doing all right. I feel like been a pretty normal day. Pretty normal day. Which I guess isn't a bad thing. It's not like it hasn't been a bad day. And yeah, that was one of the first things I noticed when I heard this years ago. Vol said it sounds a lot like Pachelbel's Canon, and it does go through this thing of we could do it. So it has like the first few chords. It doesn't totally go through. So 1, 5, 6, and it actually doesn't do 3, although the bass note is the 3rd scale degree. And then instead of then it goes 4, all the same. And instead of going back to 1, it goes 4, 5, 1, 5. And it's actually a rondo as well. A rondo is when something comes back to, when there's a section that the piece keeps returning to. So in this case, well, it's this thing. Now there's something that makes this stand out a bunch against something like Pachelbel's Canon. There's two things. One, it's not a canon. Although I feel like the fact that the Canon ND is a canon is sometimes actually lost a little bit in the music itself, which is maybe a good thing actually. Right? It doesn't feel like, because it sort of doesn't feel like contrived, forced. So it's like the fact that it's a canon serves the music as opposed to trying to, I don't know, be clever or write something that's technically difficult to write. But this has a lot of syncopation, which is really important, and it's what can make part of this tricky, so that it's not this. Things are being like held out over each other. So if we listen to this part, this note. Da, 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 da. So if I like over the top accent those things, it makes that stick out. What's up, Luigi? This is The Mysterious Barricades by Francois Couperin. The title in French was Les Barricades Mystérieuses, but that's sort of a mouthful. Da da dee da da dee da, right? It kind of ends up sounding like that if you like really make that sort of over the top. But if you just sort of let it happen, it just creates this nice sort of weaving thing going on. Also, 1 second, because I have a time-sensitive thing. Okay. Actually, just give me 2 seconds. 2 seconds. Okay, sorry. Joe Poppy, thank you for the follow. Yeah, it would kind of, yeah, the canon, it wouldn't actually, you could sort of offset it and fit it over part of it. I think what people are hearing is this. That and the bass is the same for a bit. But for one, it actually does this twice. Like if you started it here, it wouldn't fit because it would go. But this piece goes. So I think if you play it like that, it starts to feel even more different. But that is, that's one of the ideas of how you can approach a certain aspect of music theory, which is like you can, if you're ever like wondering about how to like listen to a song and just play the chord progression that it is, I mean that's like kind of what it is. You hear something enough times, you relate it to something. Maybe you actually relate it to a particular song that you know, that gets stored somewhere in your memory, and then you can recall it and bring it up. Yummy. One second. Okay. So I am going to go back through something from yesterday, because this guitar collection, I feel like we rarely did anything from it ever. Just trying to think of where we left off. Probably at that Pavon, no, the Fantasia, I remember that. Did that Canon. Did that Fantasia. Okay, this is definitely where we left off, but I won't. What the heck is that? Oh. Fugue, no thanks, not the Bourrée. Okay, here's something new. Count Bergen. A Bourrée from Count Bergen. It just says 18th century, so it could be Baroque, it could be classical, but it's a Bourrée, so I'm guessing this is still in the Baroque era. Pretty generic, I guess. Hey, Hartmut, good morning. How's it going? Karuli? this is smack dab in the classical era. This is Italian classical guitarists. Maybe, oh man, I feel like it's actually supposed to be. But I'm not gonna be able to sight read it that fast. This looks pretty intense. This is Caruli. Jeez. Wow. Okay, this thing is like 8 pages long. Will I regret this? Probably. Did people hear the audio just cut out? This happened before the other day, and I mentioned that the audio cut out, and someone said it never did, but I'm pretty sure it just did on one of these notes I played. Vol, thank you for gifting a sub to Heart Mode. Yeah, it's gonna be some scales. There's gonna be just skimming through it. It looks super classical. You know what I should do? Okay, 34 minutes and 30 seconds. Yeah, or if someone wants to... It was right when I played 2 B sharps. It should have been that. But what I heard was... Okay, let's try this again. Why did I second guess myself? Man, maybe today's not the best sight reading day. Rob, what's up? How's it going? And Nad, nice to see you. So I had never heard that before or played that before, so that was some sight reading for you. Let me do something that's not sight reading to give my contacts a break and also to give your ears a break. Kiana, how's it going? Thanks for the heart. Shots for me. Oh man. 7 shots. I'll do it. Try and get me wasted. All right, let's do something memorized. Oh, I'm still drinking gin. Well, I gotta do some tea before I start chugging gin. Man, I don't know how people like drink on stream. That would scare me. Who knows what I'll say or do? Sleeping, which makes it hard for you to go to bed. Okay. Dude, I'm like 155, Captain. Jacked. I feel like I'm actually pretty good in terms of handling alcohol. It's definitely not all body weight. There are definitely more factors, I'm sure. Vulcan elaborate for us, but A Blackberry, what is up? Yeah, let's see if we can do some yeah, there's something going on for me, because I feel like in terms of getting having my brain state altered by whatever substance seems to take a lot. it just cut out? Okay. I knew it wasn't just there was no way it was just me. I don't know why that keeps happening, because I feel like it's happening more and more. Maybe I just need a new computer. This one is now, geez, in June it'll be 5 years old. I don't know. Also, Vol100 is probably the only person you should ever take medical advice from in Twitch chat. The exception to the rule. Yeah, but yeah, and you should actually you should probably not take medical, you should always consult your doctor about stuff. But Vol was actually a doctor, so it's not the typical nonsense you get from Twitch chat. Dude, what you gotta do is, dude, like, just like bro science. Dude, you know that actually alcohol doesn't get you drunk? And just like, all right, bro, like, bro, I'm not taking advice from you with your hat on backwards. Like, no, dude, trust me, my buddy was a pharmacy major. My roommate one year, dude. Oh, Dr. Mick? Uh-oh, I just called out Dr. Mick. Well, I guess he's not giving medical advice in this sense. Yo, I'm opening up another tab because I'm crazy. You can't stop me. Whoops. You can't stop me. What? Get out of here. Stop. I clicked on, what? This is, sorry, I'm still getting used to this a tiny bit. Oh! I remember now. It's actually more convenient that I forgot about. Okay. Hey, Sade. Wife's birthday weekend. Tell her I said happy birthday. But you have to go, hey, some guy on the internet said happy birthday. And don't give any more details. Thanks for the claps. Yeah, I haven't been doing that one as much. I also haven't been doing Julia Florida, which maybe I can just do that right now. Big 30, nice. Nice. What did I do for my 30th birthday? I can't remember. Yeah, I feel like I haven't played this in a while. Vol, thank you for gifting a sub to Rob. Salut, Angan, what's up? And Le Requiem de Joseph. What's going on? That was a piece called Julia Florida by Agustin Barrios, who was a 20th century guitarist and composer from Paraguay. And Negato's Pain, what's up? Thank you for the Prime sub, and welcome in. Thank you for the support. If we do some more, so here's another piece by. Also, the two pieces I did before this were also the same composer, and this one is also the same composer. Hey, look who it is. My Swedish friend, Shakison, what's up? How have you been? For those who don't know, Shakison was a regular in this stream years ago when I first started. And he is an excellent piano player. So thank you for bringing everyone over, and welcome those of you who came from the raid, the Schwacky raid. Mortem, Ignatius, Swedish frontman, Shakison. Welcome everybody. Tuomas. And Nagatos, thank you again for the subscription a moment ago. I also appreciate the nerdy discussions that people are having. I think I went a little too hard the past couple days. I did like a couple hours of piano practice last night too, and I don't have good technique, and I'm not used to judging how things feel quite the same as on the guitar, so I may have to be more careful of that. I may have to try to be a little more, I don't know, try to be conscious of how my hands feel. It requires so much of my brain power to just read music for the piano, and I'm really not doing things how I should be doing. Because right now what I'm trying to do is read through one prelude and fugue a day from the Well-Tempered Clavier, and then practice the second prelude and fugue. And I'm trying to follow Cherney's fingerings because he probably knows better than I do, but... I'll learn it one day. Inflamed tendons, can't really play guitar anymore. Sounds fantastic. Speaking of Bach, what's up, Jack? And Freckled Farmer, how are you doing? Thanks for the claps. Should I try improvising something like, but on the guitar like that? I want to do another thing. I want to do something similar on the piano, using that same thing. A Brox, salut. For those who are new, I really like improvising. So I've made it a formal, semi-formal project. It should actually become a totally formal project, perhaps starting in the fall when I go back to school. But one of the focuses as part of it is specifically on Baroque music, and even more specifically, the music of Johann Sebastian Bach. So what I'm trying to do, it's part of why I wanted to do this stuff with the well-tempered clavier, is analyze and absorb as much of his music as possible in a very deliberate way, because I've listened to his music for my whole life. But there's a difference between passively listening, actively listening, and then like purposefully analytically listening. And so I'm trying to look for really, really, really specific stuff. And by really, really, really specific, I mean really, 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 really specific. What I mean by really, 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 really specific is something like going like it's easy when thinking in this style and when thinking about counterpoint, like even when you take classes, it can be really tempting to always want to have the notes that are heard together, especially if they land on a strong beat. It's tempting to have them always be part of like have them always be consonant notes. So going like, if I went, it's tempting to do something like, okay, have something that goes with C sharp here. Okay, that's fine. And then on E, something that goes with that. And then something with E again, but maybe that's not a fifth like this. But you don't have to do that. Like, not even just to follow, not even like, oh, you don't have to do that, you can break the rules. But I mean, so that was actually the same thing in two directions. One, that was one of them, and then, what did I do? That's the same. In like piecing together these moves, not mindlessly, but like having there be certain gestures and stuff, and then whatever you it's like however you start out the piece, that can kind of you have like these basic molds, these like generic moves, and based on how they're like shapeshifters slightly, and when they have a basic form to them, but then based on their context and the piece, they can they can like alter themselves to fit the character of the piece. But one of the things I've been trying to focus on most recently, the past week, is picking something and trying to think of a particular type of dance. And I don't mean so much so in terms of form, but just like a general feel. So if I were to go like starting out and deliberately going like da 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 dee da da da, and having that kind of hold together most of the piece, so that it's not just aimless counterpoint, so that it's not just like that's just like the so yeah. Hey, mute this so you don't hear my nails. The Room, classic. Who here has not seen The Room? And you'll know you either know it or you don't. You either Alex and Room, what's up? Or Alex and Rue, what's up? Cheap Asian, hello. Yeah, The Room is one of the best. I want to find more questions of the day that are more like this one. You hate cringe content? I love it. Also, I accidentally played this at the end of, I don't know if it was one of the preludes, one of the fugues or something, but it was supposed to be just this. And I threw an E in there by accident. And even though I felt like it fit even in a Baroque style. Yeah, I guess it depends on how you define cringe content, but because it definitely was when someone's trying to if that was supposed to be like on purpose, then it wouldn't have been funny at all. That would have made me really uncomfortable, and I wouldn't have found it. I wouldn't have found it entertaining in the slightest. For those who don't know, The Room is like epically terrible. It's almost impossibly bad. Yeah, it is special. It's unbelievable. It's like, you again, you wouldn't be able to do it if you tried to be like, I'm gonna make the worst movie ever. It's gonna be so bad, it wouldn't be that bad, or it'd be like bad in a different way. It wouldn't be funny, and it wouldn't be like that. I highly recommend it. Also, another check. Again, I don't call out lurkers, but this one specifically, Ordifice, if you're here, I did find El Canción del Emperador. Yep. Let's do some. No. Yeah. Sure. Mrs. Winter's Jump by John Dowland. English Renaissance music in it. Oh, I forgot about Geely with Ben Affleck and Jennifer Lopez. Oh my god, that was like I never watched it, but that was, oh my god, one of my friends was obsessed. He was obsessed with it, like ironically, but I forgot about that movie. All right, this one goes out to Geely or Geely, however the hell you said it. Ben Affleck. Oh, you know what's cringe content? Have you ever heard Ben Affleck speaking Spanish? It's. Yay. Take care, Blackberry. Thank you for being here and hanging out. Comes across as pandering if you just. Wait, are you talking about Ben Affleck? Because I feel like he goes over the top. I try to just, whenever I'm doing something in a different language, I try to just do it like I hear, but there's like, I almost don't even want to do it because I feel like for one, I won't be able to do it justice. But also, it's just like, oh my God, it's so over the top. It sounds like he's doing a caricature of. I don't know what Spanish-speaking country, but it's kind of wild. My Lord Willoughby's welcome home. Speaking of accents. some over the top Mexican accent. Yeah, I want to wait. Maybe we should wait. Maybe we can wait to see if Fair comes in tonight because she's from Mexico and I'd love to hear it take. Yeah, it's like it is so ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. Like, dude, no, what am I even? What is even happening? Some more Dowland. Yeah, one of my favorite composers ever. Super underappreciated, in my opinion. Durkee, what's up? Is it hard starting learning classical? Yeah, kind of. To be totally honest. What the repertoire asks of you, and the stuff you do with your right hand, it's just like, oh man, it's like pretty brutal, and one of the most unnatural things I can think of that a person can do, that like a person can ask of their hands. One of the most like how would you put it? It's like anatomically unnatural things you can do with your hands. Steel string fingerstyle guys like Antoine Dufour and Andy McKee. I mean, I think that stuff's like cool. I was never like super into it. Cause yeah. And again, it's not like a conscious thought process. I can try to think about why. Sometimes. A lot of it can feel, I don't know how accurate this is, because like, I was going to say a lot of it can feel repetitive after a while, but I don't know. I think it's just a personal thing. But yeah, the classical stuff is like the specific things it asks of like, really specifically playing certain notes, all those notes and only those notes, keeping them held out for certain amounts of time, requires your hand to just do again, very strange things. And then the right hand stuff is very particular. I think it's challenging, for sure. The precision required with both hands, depending on what you're doing, is like obnoxious. That one's pretty tame. What if we go back to reading some stuff? So we'll go over here. Go back to our classical friend Ferdinando Carulli. That's so strange. Oh, okay. Bonsoir, Lily. How are you doing? Can I play along a score directly? I can. I'm doing it right now. I've never heard this piece before, and I've never played through it before. So, here's kind of how you do it. It's another thing that makes the guitar a pain in the ass. Thanks for the claps. The more you can, the more comfortably your brain can process the stuff like at the moment. It kind of allows you to look forward in the score a little more, and not just actually consciously looking forward more, but just kind of even generally being aware of what's coming up. So like, I can be playing this, and like the next beat or so is already there, and then I see these 5 eighth notes, these 5 A's, and then I see this, and it registers as a D major chord. Yo, what the? Wait, actually like double raid. I'm the Great Leon. Is that a Star Fox reference? Andros has ordered us to take you down. Andros has ordered us to take you down. And then, oh, what a legend. Juicy plays with a raid afterwards. So Juicy and Leon, thank you for the raids. Fast Freddy, thank you for the 5 gift subs real fast. Real fast. The nostalgia. I used to do Star Fox 64 score running. Cuervo 2K5, thanks for the follow. Welcome in, everybody. Had the salt lamp out and all. I told you before, I'll stick to it. 15K subs one day. It's gonna be like 10 years from now. I'm gonna be like a huge streamer. We're gonna hit 15K subs, and I'm gonna be like, hey, what's Juicy Plays up to? And I'm gonna lick the shit out of that salt lamp. Kenny, what's up? All right, let's do this. Freddie, thank you for the gift subs. I'll DM you. I'll send out, if you don't respond, who knows what you'll be up to. Send out a private investigator. Who knows? It didn't work. Oh, that's okay, Lily. It's it's a mod only command so that people aren't just like shouting them out and shouting themselves out or just their friends. Or are you heading out? All right, take care. Take care, Juicy. We should play Melee sometimes. Hey, Fish, what's up? Here, let me play some music for you guys. It's all good, I appreciate it. See, that's what Hungin should be doing. What's he doing? He's slacking. Ugh, time out. This will make me go crazy. You're gaming. What do I not pay you for? Why you'd shout out yourself, though? Hey, I've done it in some of my friends' streams where I'm a moderator. But only because they've told me to. What's up, Nova? Trust me, I would never actually do it. One of the reasons, for one, I just wouldn't do it, but it's not even effective. Just by the way. I only shout people out. It's more of like a gesture. But I feel like 99% of the people that see the shout out just don't even, I don't know, don't click on it. Which, it's mostly, yeah. It's like, dude, I've gone in, gotten a shout out in streams that have like thousands of viewers, and it's like No one follows. No one clicks on it. Unless everyone clicks on it, it's just me, and they're like, oh, who the hell is this guy? I wish I never clicked on that link. But hopefully that's not what it is. Night, Kenny. Juicy and Leon, thank you again for the raids. And dude, Fast Freddy, thank you for the 5 subs. Thanks for the claps locked. Anna Moore, thanks for the bravo and the claps, everybody. That song is by a Spanish guitarist and composer, Francisco Tárrega. He wrote this. It's called Recuerdos de la Alhambra. Recuerdos de la Alhambra. Memories of the Alhambra, the palace in Granada, in Spain. Francisco Molino. Prelude in D. No problem. Chaco, thanks for the claps. So someone had asked about reading right before those raids, and yeah, Al brought up the fact that you can play the same note in multiple places on the guitar. So you can play this E in 5 different places. Actually, technically more if you include something like, well, these harmonics. You could also go like, that's all the same pitch. Oops. So you can go like, oh, okay, yeah, this is the note, this is where I play it, but it could set you up, like not set you up properly for something else that has to be done. If you want to actually play all the notes and hold out the notes for their proper values. Okay, so or that's one of the differences. Or you go, oh, okay. Or so, yeah. What age did I purchase this guitar? I got it in 2013, so 10 years ago. So when I was 25. Which is crazy to think about it. All right, again, I've never played this before, so we're gonna, well, now I did look at parts of it, so it's not purely the most sight reading ever, but it's still sight reading. How often is the Last of Us theme song requested? Honestly, Probably every stream. Probably once a stream. I have mixed feelings about requests and also tied into that song in particular, that piece in particular. On one hand, I go, hey, people, that's what almost everyone who does music on Twitch, 99.99999% of the people, I think that was probably too many nines, but definitely over 99%, literally, for sure, do song requests. So, okay. People wanting to hear a song that they know also makes sense. But boy, hence your word. Yeah, I had a feeling that you weren't actually requesting, and it was like, and that you had a feeling the number was going to be very high. It just, I don't know about other people, but boy, can it wear down on, at least me, it can wear me down. I feel like I'm pretty patient when, like, in general in life, but that's something that, like, it really wears me down, especially when I don't have the most energy and patience. Maybe I'm not having the greatest day or the greatest stream or something, and it's just dead. And then all of a sudden, after no one saying anything for 10 minutes, and the next thing is like, hey, can you play the Last of Us theme? It's like, I just wish that the person didn't say that. I just wish that that's not what the message was in chat. Being a jukebox burnt you. Yeah, I'm not surprised. Also, hey, Kira. I don't know how some people. I mean, some people really like it, and I'm almost jealous. I'm like envious of it, because that's what people want for the most part. But it's like, I won't go off on this tangent because I've done it plenty of times before. Although maybe, unless a lot of people are curious. All right, sub goal, 10 subs, and I'll go off onto a tangent. Privyat Tretyakov. I need to learn how to say I don't speak Russian in Russian. That'd be a good one. I know it in a few languages, but like, I'd much rather talk about what's going through my brain when I'm sight reading music than play Piano Man or the Last of Us theme. So, when I'm sight reading, I'm thinking of all sorts of stuff. Some Logaritma? We could do that. What was I going to say? Copy and paste that? I don't even know how that... So, when it comes to reading music, I don't think... Music is not a language in the same way when we use the term language, it's like English, Russian, for example, they're different, but they have a lot of similarities, and they can be makes for some great analogies. So one of the ways to think about it is when you are reading whatever language. Okay, so we're reading English right now. I could ask you something like, do you think about the letters or do you think about the words? And you probably wouldn't even have a straightforward answer for that, because it's like, so your sentence has a bunch of stuff in it. So like, one more technical question, sorry. Like, I'm aware that it's the letters O-N-E, then there's a space, and then M-O-R-E, and I'm aware that the word one has a certain meaning, and that more has a certain meaning. It's not like I don't, but I'm not, it's not really what's happening in my brain. And then so it's like, okay, so what is happening? It's like that awareness is there, but the awareness and focus jumps from different places. So it's like one more technical question, sorry. One of the things that can happen is you can actually have like an emotional response to it. Not like, oh, I'm gonna cry emotion, although you can. But I'm sort of processing the fact that you put sorry there. It's like, it's not happening consciously, but it's like, oh, this person's trying to be polite. And again, that thought doesn't come through my head, but it registers in some way. And so it's like when you're sight reading, I'm not thinking about when you are sight reading. It's like all of a sudden you think about the act of sight reading, but you don't think about like actually doing it. It's like, it can be very abstract. Okay. So in terms of music, this will probably be a better way to do it. The same thing happens. Where if I'm doing this, I'll look at this. Okay, I've never read this before. This is also for guitar, but whatever, it's standard notation so I can see. I see these notes, and it goes, let's not use that. Something like that. Polyphia comes up too, and then another one is when people just say play something or play music or whatever. It's like that one I have less patience for. Although the patience increases again when I know the person's not a native English speaker, but okay, so what happens here? Also, I don't think anyone's ever seriously requested Freebird, and so like that's fine. Last of Us and Polyphia have been the most common ones. It changes over the years. I've been doing this for over 5 years. Man, there was a time when XXX Tentacion was like the thing to request. But okay. So when I see this, I know it's an E, A, and then G sharp A, like E, C, A. So we can just do that. And so the equivalent of reading phonetically, letter by letter, st, air, w, a, t, u, heaven, would be like E, A, G sharp, A, E, C, A. But what's going on in my head when I look at this, I look at it as a group, and I see that we're outlining an A minor chord. And this is also outlining an A minor chord. It goes, and then this is E major. And so you can even add other things onto it. It's just E and G sharp, so it's technically not E major, but it is. And then this happens. There's no E, but this is basically A minor. So I'm thinking about, like Al said, shapes and pattern recognition. All sorts of shapes, all sorts of patterns. So I'm thinking about the harmony at the time. I'm thinking of these in terms of scale degrees, like E is the 5th scale degree in A minor. A is the 1st scale degree, it's the tonic. A minor is the tonic chord. E and G sharp, it's the 5, and then the leading tone, G sharp, and that's your 5 chord. So like all of these things are being do I still keep a certain thing? It is like unnecessarily handy in all my scenes for some reason. It's so unnecessary. It's there because I mean it's been by my side for 5 years now. What was I saying? So I'm also thinking about the sound of it as like you know, even if you can't actually sing it. I'm thinking about, you'd say theory things like I said before about like, what chord numbers they are and names and stuff like that. And then there's the physical place. If it's on the keyboard, it's that. But then when I see this, these places on the guitar, like second fret, fourth string, second fret, third string, first fret, third string, second fret, third string, second fret, fourth string, third fret, fifth string, open fifth string, second fret, third string, third fret, fifth string, first fret, second string. There's like, it's harder to say than it is to do, but that's this. I'm going, okay, there's an A pedal, and we're getting. So we're just getting these thirds. They're switching between minor third and major third. I typically don't think too consciously in terms of that. I'll definitely think about third and stuff, and it's not like I don't know it's a minor third or a major third, or a major third, or a minor third, a major third, minor third. That's never been like a huge piece of information for me in most places. Like I'm thinking more about this as like A minor, like one chord, kind of two, kind of five, kind of something. Because it could be. Five of four, so A going to D minor. This is registering as a 5 of 5, so even though there's actually no B's here, it's still registering as B. Although it's probably best to think about it as D sharp diminished. Because they're, but still. So now I'll actually play it, but those are kind of the things that are going through my head. And again, all the while, it's always the sound is going through my head too. Hey, Griff, what's up? I'm glad you like it. No, there's no quiz. There's no quiz. There's no quiz. And even if none of it really sunk in or anything, that's fine. What I'd damn, I was watching something and someone put it in a really good way in terms of it captured how I feel about whenever I'm presenting information on the stream. It was worded really well, and I forgot it. But the attitude I have towards it It's just like, if your perception of this changed even in the slightest at all, if you gained even just the smallest little insight, then that's, for me, that's a win. That's a win in my book. Happy Christmas, Kamikatsu. Study in E by Soar. This one doesn't look familiar. It's definitely, I don't know. This is not from the Segovia 20 etudes, but we'll see. Lento religioso. Or religioso. Shouldn't there be an I? Unless it's in Italian? No. What? I don't know. Really? Okay. I didn't expect a big old minor seventh chord. request a song. Yeah, but it's... Whoops. Oh, okay, I mean, I guess it works still. I feel like I've never heard that before, but that was... I really like that. That was starting to get like kind of romantic there. I was not expecting that. Okay, this looks much less romantic. Soar. This is the same composer. Yeah, I was gonna say that, yeah. Elvie! Elvie, how are you doing? Okay, I'll stop doing Elvie, thank you for the raid. Man, when's the last time we got a raid from Elvie? I feel like it's been years. How are you doing? Welcome in, everybody. Oblivion, what's up? How's it going? Elvie, how was your stream? How are you doing? Rage Skulls, hello. Let me play, you know what? I'll play a song I wrote. Elvie was like one of the first. You and Josh were like, I forgot. I wasn't expecting the mod badge to come up, but I forgot. You and Josh were like two of my first mods because you raided me. You were the first like music people. You were the first You were literally the first music streamer to ever like raid me. And I was like, I don't know what to do. Oh, see, there's. I was like, I don't know what to do. I'll mod these two people. I was like, Rock and Josh is a mod and Elvie's streaming. Elvie's another streamer, so she knows what to do. So I modded you guys. So. Oh my gosh. Okay. Here's a song I wrote. It's sort of bittersweet, melancholic, something. I called it Moving On because it's, well, about moving on in your life. So again, it's nothing super fancy or sophisticated, although there's some stuff going on there. But it was just meant to have that mix of, you know, when you're moving on from something that was good, but you have to let go of, the emotions are mixed. Like a lot of things in life, typically situations, your feelings aren't that of I am happy, I am sad. Like that's how like it's framed for when you're really young, because well, But yeah, things in life are much more complicated than that. So when you think about someone or something, and it's hey, already, what's up? Thank you for the 9-month resub. How are you doing? Yeah, here's the thing. I try to think about what my goal is. I mean, this is outside of, well, this isn't just specific to music. This is anything in life. It's like, if you want to make, and for those who've been in the stream a bunch of times before and have heard me say this, well, you're gonna hear it again. But I really think this is important, and I even need to tell myself, I need to remind myself all the time, that if you want to say right or wrong or good and bad and things like that and make those judgment calls, you have to have a goal in mind, or else you can't put the value on something. Because it's like, good for what reason? Like, in what way? So I try to go with music or something. It's like, well, what do I want the person to think about? How do I want them to feel? And then I go like, oh, I want them to feel this way. Then I can start actually going, okay, this is good or bad. That note was right or wrong. Aside from the note was written and I played something different, that's just a wrong note. It just is. There's no need to make it, any more involved than that at that point. But so if I wanted to do this, if I wanted something again more melancholy or something like that, oh, thanks, LV. It was very nice to see you again. Thank you for the raid and being one of the best mods ever. But if we wanted to do something like this, if we wanted, again, a similar feeling to what I just did, doing something like this, for example, like, probably not the best idea. I'd say that's pretty bad. But if instead we go like, So that actually ended up borrowing from a song that Elvie wrote. Gonna get some sleep. All right, take care, Lily. Thank you for being here. And sometimes I don't All right. Back to this Study in C by Fernando Sword. This is we're gonna jump moods big time. That is why I do it, Griff, and you are very welcome, and thank you for listening. I like sharing it, and without being too, I don't know, self-important, not the most accurate word for it, but kind of, I feel like it does have value, at least on this platform. Like, how often does this stuff get discussed in this, at least in this manner or in this type of detail? Okay, let's see. Yeah, I have never played. I'm looking for. This is not going to be the best sight read, I don't think. like, unfortunately. Yeah, it's also down to D. Whatever. Minuet in C minor. Okay. Is he trying to do these on the fly, thinking about it? Oh, it isn't. Okay. There's something here. Oops. Study in B. This is not in B. That's B flat. Oh man, I'm like really tired. We'll see how long we can go today. there, I'm Genghis Khan. I'm Genghis Khan. I've never seen that movie, but I can only imagine it's terrible. Hey there, little lady, I'm coming to conquer you. Alright, what if I. Never heard of it. Right. Tempo di marcia. I heard about that. I heard about that. Those have to be sort of just right. It can't just be in time, but also can't be. Hey, Tris, what's up? You're here, and I'm not ending the stream. Speaking of things, but yeah, Tris, what's up? How is it going? Things that should be, what's the word? I can't think because my brain's not working. But we'll do some classical stuff. Elegant, maybe? Do I recall the project? I do. You were learning a song for your wife for your wedding, right? Or proposal, something to do with the wedding? And you were learning it without her knowing? One-year anniversary, okay. Your wedding song for the 1 year, okay, yeah. It's been years, but man, I don't know if it's just me, but I feel like I remember a lot of this stuff. Someone came in the other day, and I called them by their actual name, which is not the name on Twitch, and they were like, "You remember after all this time?" And I was like, "Yeah, I don't." Now you're learning guitar, and see, there are all sorts of secret music, secret instrument. I imagine you in some like small room with like doing it by candlelight. Love me tender. We're gonna do this theme in variations. What if we just do that? Also, what am I doing here? Oh geez, I got tabs. Open. Back here. All scores. Introduction. Hey, there we go. There's going to be this introduction, there's going to be a theme and variations. What's the theme? It's in two sections. It goes. That's the first section, then they'll all repeat and go. Well, they'll go to this. A slow process, dude. Guitar is difficult. It's tough. Are you gonna be like, let me see that thing? I think that doesn't look so hard. I think be like, Tris, you don't know how to play guitar. The prettiest girl in the country? No, this is based on one of the songs from Mozart's Magic Flute. O cara armonia. But it starts out with this introduction that, I don't know, doesn't fit this whatsoever, but whatever. Uh, um, to get a good view, yeah, you're like probably doing this, which hurts a lot. And your fingers, so my fingers and neck don't hurt, so they shouldn't. acoustic. It's all just being picked up by these mics. All right. I should probably try to chill out a little bit though. I mean, I've basically been playing for. It's been like 3 hours straight. We can do this. Do a little Catalan folk song. Play, sing, and dance for 4 hours. It's like, I mean, I can do it sometimes. Today, I mean, well, you've seen. I can do it most of the time. Yeah, I don't know why. I was just like extra tired today for almost no reason. I don't know. fingertips. Thanks, Jack. All right, let's do this. It's been 3.5 hours. Again, not the longest stream ever, but I think I'm gonna play the ending song and head out until Sunday. But I appreciate you guys being here. Now, Tris, it's not because of you. I will say, if you enjoyed the stream, would like to help support, if you can subscribe, donate, cheer, anything like that, is super helpful. If not, hearts help. Following, sharing the stream with people who you think might like it also helps. Yeah. Dude, out of nowhere, dude, PK Tozar, what have you been up to? Hey, Patui got one. Tozar, thank you for the 10 gifted subs out of nowhere. Thanks for helping, you could say, keep the lights on. For helping keep the salt lamps on. How about you are welcome, Kira. Thanks for being here and make me feel better about not wanting to be a jukebox. All right, let's do it. I dedicate this to PK Tozar. Hey, Lined, maybe is how you say that. Welcome in. I always love seeing new people come in with a heart as the first message is great. Hey, you too, Tris. Good Noodle Mom coming out of lurking. Oh, that means Sapphire Lemur slacking. Yeah, thank you all for being here. And Tozar was saying, sorry I haven't been chatty, but even lurking, I love the chill vibes, always have. Well, thank you. You've been super supportive for years, so I do appreciate it. Yeah, Kira, Tozar, Good Noodle Mom, Jack, Ninja did the hearts command. Bleeding Scarlet came out of lurking for that. Thank you all for being here. Yeah, I'll be back on Sunday. I think I'm gonna do something a little special because tomorrow is the anniversary of Chrono Trigger. I can't remember what year anniversary. Is it 29 years? 30 years? Didn't it come out 90, 94? 95? I can look it up. But one of my favorite games ever, and it has some of the best music ever. Exactly. Wet Ninja, that's the main character of that game. Chrono. So yeah, we'll do something along those lines. Look at some of the music, analyze it. That's where this comes from, by the way. Okay, 95. All right. Wait, is tomorrow St. Wait, when's St. Patrick's Day? Isn't it's not always the 17th. For some reason the number 17 pops up. It's next week. Okay. Is it the 17th? Is my brain, I don't know, whatever. It's to celebrate Frog, exactly. Exactly. It's to celebrate Green Dream. The triple tech between Frog, Marl, and Robo? Hey. Also, why is it so different? Wait, Green Dream. Oh, never mind. It's an accessory. But it automatically revives you. Wait, isn't that what, what's the triple tech where you automatically get revived? The most important of information right now. Arc Impulse, Delta Force, Delta Storm. Oh, it's Lifeline, right? Maybe I was thinking of Grand Dream. Grand Dream is a triple tech with Marl, Frog, and Robo, not Green Dream. Dark Eternal, Omega Flare, Classic, Play of the Dance. Yeah, okay. So I was confusing an accessory with a combination of two different triple techs. The name, the people who do Grand Dream, Marl, Frog, and Robo, with the function of Lifeline and the accessory Green Dream. All right. You know what? It just happens. It happens sometimes. Johnny Cochran was on the Green Dream team. What is this song? Oh. I'm looking for someone to raid, by the way. I'm not just sitting here making faces. Oh, it's Mario Day, and I didn't... March 10th, and I didn't do something. I must not be a real gamer. Yeah, thank you, Jack. Copy these raid calls. I gotta do it too, so I don't link the, What is he doing? Alright, we'll raid Zane. Carney. Fully improvised musical co-written by you live on stream. Let's see. I met Zane at TwitchCon. He was funny. He's got like a bunch of energy. He's like, man, like just like I was gonna say likes talking, but that can be taken in a bad way. But I don't mean I don't know. It was a good thing. He was funny.
Different.
He also likes nerdy music stuff, so that's always cool. That's cute. It must be follower only mode because I'm not subbed and it says I can chat, so. All right, thank you everyone for being here. Jack, thanks for helping out with the mod stuff. Yeah, I will be back Sunday. We'll do something for Chrono Trigger. I hope to see you but I hope to see you then. In the meantime, let's say hello to Zane and I guess help him create this musical. But yeah, thank you everyone for being here and hanging out. I will see you later.